in the life of GeeGeorge. Just
Yo, we going to the office.
Yo,
what is the office? Woo! It's the office.
The office is brought to you by. The office is brought to you by Cartier. the eyeglass wear for gentlemen. What's up? Check me out. But like I said before, it don't matter if you got all this shit, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to put it together, you fucked. You fucked.
You don't know how to put it together?
You fucked. You ever watch 2.5 Men? Alan wears polo all the time. That's it, but look at him. What bitches is you getting looking like Alan? That's it from 2.5 Men. That's it. Unless you got that paycheck and shit in real life. That's it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We back. Yeah. We told y'all we gonna be back with them interviews, right? We told y'all we gonna be back with them legendary interviews for them OGs, you know what I mean? From them double L's.
This is it
so
right
this is
here,
where it's at, you know what I mean? And this is, we taking it further back with this interview.
This one right
This is further back towards the Ralphie kids and before that.
It's the foundation right
This
here.
is the foundation, real foundation, SJP.
Whatever
you know what I mean? My OG. You know what I mean? The one of the cats that I looked up to coming up, growing up on SJP that raised me. You know what I mean? So, you know, this is one of these interviews that I'm happy to do, you know what I mean, to show y'all, to get it out to the people.
This is the one.
You know what I mean? Because this is my boy, you know what I mean? This is my OG, for real, you know what I mean? This is, you know that, baby. You know that, man. Word, man. If y'all don't know, y'all know. Y'all see the face around and all that. But, yo, this is GeeGeorge, you know what I mean? OG GeeGeorge, you know what I mean? SJP. You know, so we here, man.
Baby.
We here, you know, politics as usual.
Politics as usual.
We bringing it to y'all. This is what we here to do. You know, this is what it is.
This is the one. This is the one right here where, listen, you gonna get all that information. You know what I'm saying? And the information you gonna get is gonna settle any argument right here. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that you heard about, thought about. It's gonna get settled right now. This is it right here.
Yeah, he gonna definitely get, you know, we put his out there, for his side out there, let y'all know how he came up and what he did and how he was doing it, and you know what I mean, and what he doing now, you know, because you know it's not about what you was doing all that back then, it's what you doing now, because
this present, and future, baby.
What's going on now, how you building your foundation now, you know, as long as you still building now, this is what it's about,
yes, sir.
You know,
yes, sir.
Yeah, we here for real. But yeah, G, man, what's good, man? What's good, G? GeeGeorge?
I'm good, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you know what I mean? You know? Chopping it up with my boys, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just happy to be here too, bro. For real, man.
Yeah, we here. But yeah, so G, coming up, man, you know, let them know the history of GeeGeorge coming up on St. John's and what? St. John's and Utica, right? St. John's and Utica. So coming up, you can't, I mean, you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I had one brother and one sister that I know of. You know what I'm saying? Hector and Lisa.
Hector and Lisa. You know, we got to shout Hector and Lisa out. You know, got to shout Hector. They was there.
Strong shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they help push the way too.
Yeah, that's
so you don't really hear too much about them because they're not really in the spotlight.
They're not out there.
You know what I'm saying? But only the people that from way back, they'll be like, whenever they see me, they'll be like, so how's Hector and Lisa, whatever. And stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
So Lisa, she's one of the original low wives, if you gonna claim that. Original low girl, Ralphie girl, you know, she was there in the beginning. Word.
That's a fact. She put in a lot of work.
That's right. You heard it first, baby.
Put in a lot of work.
It's already pouring. It's already pouring.
She put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? See them poked a lot of dudes up and shit. You know what I'm saying? See them broke beer bottles in dudes' faces and shit. You know what I'm saying? My sister was a beast. You know what I'm saying? She was a beast.
Shout out Lisa. Word. I still be seeing Lisa. She's still on the job. You still seeing her. Shout out to Lisa. You know what I mean? Let her know. See what's up.
She doing her one too. You know what I'm saying?
She got
1, 2, 2. I got that shit from him. That's it. I got that shit from him. He got me saying one. I got that shit from him. That's it. I got that shit from him. That shit sound cool. That shit is catchy like a motherfucker. said catchy like a motherfucker.
T-shirt, the one too.
Yeah,
I said
man.
catchy like a motherfucker. That's it.
You know that's universal right there. You know, that's universal thing right there.
You know what I'm saying?
That's that old school thing, man. That's that old school thing.
And you just keep saying it. It's shit. You go home and say, and you be telling your woman about the 1-2 and shit. And you be like, yo, man, 1-2.
You know we gotta do that 1-2, man.
You know what I mean?
Gotta do it. You gotta get the 1-2 in.
That's the influence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
That's it.
it's like for me growing up in this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from St. John's and Ocean, and hearing names, I hear certain names being mentioned. The Frankie Boo's, the Big Boo's, GeeGeorge, you know what I'm saying, Rich Lowe. I could go down Pup, all that. But it was just something about GeeGeorge coming up. It was like, for me, it was GeeGeorge was the little nigga. You know what I'm saying? And being a little nigga too,
I'm
growing
still a
up.
little nigga.
You know what I mean? It was
That Napoleon complex.
it was, yeah, definitely. It was like, it was uplifting in a sense because I'm like, yo, I mean, this little dude doing all this. It was like, yo, mate, yo, he was putting da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, nah, he wasn't doing that, man. You know, Mr. Lizzie Bag and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to personally tell you on camera, thank you for everything that you've done for this culture. You know what I'm saying? Because without you, there wouldn't be no us. And I'm saying that as far as like the brothers that came after y'all. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm saying to you,
we saw what was going on, what y'all was doing, and dudes followed suit.
So we caught on to that.
Going on because dudes
the
could
real
have
was
been
started early in the game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, and that goes into the point of when you did start coming out, doing your thing, your 1-2.
Your 1-2.
You know, who was the cats that you came out there with when you came on the John? When you know stepped out and said, yo, I'm out here, I gotta eat, you know, do my thing.
Well, it was first of all, it was just me, my brother, and my sister first.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We was eating on the regular. Because that's how we grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mom's was a burglar. It said my pops, I don't know who he is and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? But you know, mom's was a criminal. You know what I'm saying? She used to push us through windows late at night. It says he taught us how to bring the chair from the, you know what I'm saying, from the kitchen and open the door.
Wow.
It's it. So she could go in there and, you know what I'm saying, and do her 1-2.
Right.
It's it. You know what I'm saying, to make sure we eat. But you know, when you a child, you don't know what you doing. It said, well, not doing. You don't know what you learning.
Yeah.
It said, you know what I'm saying,
from your parents.
From your parents, because your parents telling you to do this and shit. It has to be right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you don't know nothing else.
You know from your parents. What's being taught to you.
Right.
And at an early age, you it more influenced that, you know what, this got to be the way.
Exactly.
This got to be the way.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we was in school and things like that. We used to live on Rochester and right across the street from right across the street from St. Mary's Hospital, across the street from the school. They knocked down that property. Now it used to be one house standing there with a store down the block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We used to live there right across the street from the school. And I don't know what they used to call it back. I think it was BCW or whatever back in the days.
BCW,
They came and took us to a foster home because they found out that my mom was you know what I'm saying, making us commit crimes and things like that. It said, you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't so much that she was making us commit crimes, and she was wanted and said, you know what I'm saying, in Puerto Rico for murder, you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
And see that she had escaped from prison out there or what have you. And said, my grandmother showed me the paperwork and said, you know what I'm saying, you know.
That's deep.
And I'm like, you know, but after my grandmother got us out the foster home and all that, it said, you know what I'm saying, we moved to Eastern Parkway. And from Eastern Parkway, we moved to Lincoln and Troy. It said we was living right over the cleaners. It said, you know what I'm saying.
Lincoln and Troy.
It said, you know what I mean. And I was over there about, you know, when the first blackout happened. It said, you know what I'm saying. Still check it down. It said, you know what I'm saying. It said, motherfuckers going to the fucking liquor store, stealing out the liquor, coming out with cases. It said, you coming out with motherfucking cases and motherfucking chucker downs and twinsies. It said, you know what I'm saying. We was kids.
Yeah.
It said, we didn't fucking know. It said. Then
Wow.
from there, it said, you know what I'm saying. We went around the corner to St. John's in Utica. It said we met quite a few guys over there. It said, you know what I'm saying. At the beginning, they said there was this little Spanish kid, it said, you know what I'm saying, Junito, it said, and he was my very first bag man.
Wow.
He was my very first bag man.
But you gotta explain to the people what is a bag man.
A bag man is someone you use to walk out stolen goods out of a store.
Okay.
You know, you load the bag up, you know what I'm saying? Alarms and all. It don't matter. You ain't getting caught. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you make them walk out the store. But you're not trying to get them caught. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say this has an alarm on it as well. Let's just say the hat. I put on the hat with the alarm on it and walk out as he's walking out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The alarm goes off. I turn back around and say, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Throw the hat back and say, you know what I'm saying? He walks right out with thousands of dollars worth of merchandise.
It was definitely different way, like I said, fucking around. Yeah, because fucking around when I was fucking around with Frank and all of them, it wasn't even they was just like, come on. We come in, niggas throw mad levers and everything up in the bag, and we out. And let a security guard or somebody come to us, little dog or whoever. They get cut, stabbed, or something.
Everything was in stages. Everything came in stages. You know what I'm saying? Because
before you walk.
Yeah, everything was in stages because there was a time and shit we said fuck the bags and shit. You know what I'm saying? It said grab the whole rack and run the fuck out. It said, you know what I'm saying? It said, and a lot of stores caught it. It said, you know what I'm saying, in the 80s. It said, you know what I'm saying? The statute of limitation is out. You know what I'm saying? So,
there wasn't
you know what I mean? Y'all wasn't ready for that.
It
said, you know what I'm saying? Most of the stores on Fifth Avenue caught the rap back then. It said, and we had the stolen vehicle. I had the hoopty. It said, you know what I'm saying? Say used to smoke. It said, you know what I'm saying? I'm using this shit to commit crimes. It said.
Trunk
full of shit. Trunk full of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the essence.
But you know, it was fun back in the days. It was even fun being in jail, man. I had the best time of my life and shit when I was in jail.
You
Wow. I
a
had
little dude. You really don't really know. You're a little cat. You're a little cat.
I had the best time of my fucking life. I ain't gonna bullshit you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was doing so. Anybody that was ever in jail with me, shout out to Ron and Dawn. We was in the same jail together. Buff. We was in the same jail together in Marcy. You know what I'm saying? Them ask them niggas how I regulate. Them niggas was in the same spot.
Thirst mentioned something about you in the same jail. And y'all was doing y'all want to in there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know I can never sit down and sit in one place and sit. I take advantage of those who do sit down and sit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean,
you was moving and losing.
Nobody was coming to see me. Come on, man. Nobody was coming to see me. Nobody was sending me shit. You know what I'm saying?
You had to go get yours.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And now I see a nigga jogging and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got on a little chain and shit. You know what I'm saying? I pop that nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And go sell that shit for some food. You know what I'm saying? Come on, son. In stages. You know what I'm saying? In stages. It went from that you know what I'm saying, to finding out who's getting all the shit in the fucking house and just getting their shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I got food.
He's the one with the bank.
I got food. You know what I'm saying? And again, I was always a little nigga. I don't work out. I don't work out. Nigga, look at the pictures. Look at the pictures from back in the days. I'm still a little nigga. You know what I'm saying? But my nigga, shout to Frizz. So that's a Frizz.
That's what I want to get into. Like, yo,
it's possible.
Yo, that's what I want to get into. Like, some of the cats that you did come out, when you start coming out within your brother, who was, you know what I mean, the cats you started coming out with?
Well, I met Frizz later on. You know what I'm saying? After Junito and them, his mom you know what I'm saying, had moved him out the building because, you know, they kept getting locked up you know what I'm saying, fucking with me you know what I'm saying. The moms knew what the fuck we was doing. You know what I'm saying. So I started meeting Boo and them I met Frizz. Me and Frizz, actually we used to all hang out we used to go city slicking you know what I'm saying.
City slicking.
City slicking you know what I'm saying. We just stealing from everybody. It's it. You know what I'm saying? We stealing from everybody. It's it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's giving it up, it's it. We stealing from everybody.
In the city.
In the city. It's
city.
it. A city slicking for a reason. It's it.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Slick
saying?
with
In
it.
the
Slick
city.
with it, yeah.
So we would come home. It's it. Minimal. It's it. On a bad day, we would come home maybe like $500-$600. It's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, you know, in stages.
In stages,
It's it.
yeah,
We would
yeah,
come
yeah.
home with maybe $500-$600. It's it. As the things got better, it's it. But with Fred showed us how to get money different. It's it. Like the smaller things.
Right.
It's it. Because I was stealing clothes. I would know. Matter of fact, when I met Frizz and I met Boo and them niggas and shit, I was stealing Smurfs. It's it. Remember the Smurfs, the little dolls? It's it. It's it. We used to go to motherfucking King's Plaza. It's it. And I used to watch them on TV on black and white. It's because I didn't have color.
Right.
It's it. You know what I'm saying? I had the little TV with fucking with the gray script. It's it on it.
turn
It's
it
it.
off.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So. And I saw we used to hop on the bus and shit. We used to ride the back of the bus all the way to King's Plaza.
Wow.
That's it, you know what I'm saying? All the way to King's Plaza.
That's a long ass ride, Lord.
What? To be on the back of the fucking bus. That's it, you know what I'm saying? You getting off every motherfucking stop.
People getting off. You gotta breathe
That's
for
it.
a minute. Then we hear the bus about to go. We gotta jump back on.
the bus. But motherfucker stopped doing that when my nigga Fax died. It said one of my niggas it said fell off the back of the bus and shit and got killed and shit. So motherfucker stopped that shit.
Yeah, I had to get rid of that.
Even if the back door didn't open, motherfuckers was squeezing and shit. The motherfucking back door and shit. Fuck that, we getting on this bus. That's it. We getting on this bus.
Yeah, that's when the bus driver didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
kid back then. Yeah.
But we used to steal Smurfs and shit. Then we found Toys R Us all the way down the hill and shit. You know, down further down and shit. We stealing bikes out of there.
Wow.
And shit, you know what I'm
Bikes
saying?
out of Toys.
I said when I met Frizz, and said Frizz used to he used to steal too, but he wasn't stealing clothes. Them niggas used to steal construction equipment and shit like that and shit. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas used to take down scaffolds and shit like that. You know how you motherfuckers leave a scaffold overnight and shit like that for months? That's it, you know what I'm saying? These niggas would dismantle a fucking scaffold in minutes. In fucking minutes. It's
Wow.
But nowadays, it's you see these scaffolds, they stay up.
Yeah, they stay up. Nobody
mess with them.
They ain't got that skill.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, that nigga knew where to sell everything. He knew where to sell every fucking thing. It's it. You know what I'm saying? So we went from that and shit. We was stealing in motherfucking batteries and shit. You know what I'm saying? We sell batteries to this older Guyanese nigga, Papa Duke and shit. You know what I'm saying? He dead now and shit. You know what I mean?
Buying batteries.
It said, yo, that nigga used to sell batteries right in front of the train station.
Wow.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? What better price you getting? It's it. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting a better price on motherfucking 26 and 26 in Broadway. You're not getting a better price for your batteries than from us. It's it. We was bringing them to you in fucking bag loads. It's it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, he at $1 a piece, and he was selling official batteries right there in front of the train station. Not these motherfuckers that selling the the Chinese batteries.
Real Duracell.
He's giving us $1 a piece for these. You know what I'm saying? And that was Frizz's idea. Frizz was like, nigga, we could get money in abundance, getting this bullshit here. That shit adds up. So we started. Now we thinking about money now and shit, because now we already doing the clothes and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And so forth. That's all good. But having clothes, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no fun if you ain't got no money.
You gotta do other stuff. You gotta do clothes, but do other stuff too. Get that money out.
Definitely.
And what years was this?
This was in the 80s. It said this was in the early 80s. It said like 81, 82. It said, you know what I'm saying? I told you it was more. It's more to this low life shit and Ralphie's kid shit than you ever could think.
This is why we here with you, bro.
It's more to
you said 82.
Because if a lot of people came up from behind y'all.
A lot of dudes is talking about 88. Everybody is talking about 88. It said Ralphie's kids ran way longer. It said because we wasn't even Ralphie's kids then. We was two Front Posse. It said we was getting money now. It said we was going down to Crown and Utica to the dentist to get our GoFundMe. That's it. There was no motherfucking mall pop-up shop. We was going to the dentist. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Where the teeth is like $5 a pop. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's it. So, you know what I mean? So everything now is about $1. That's it. Now everybody flossing. Everybody got money. That's it. But everything is, again, in steps.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
In
That's
steps.
the beginning.
That's it.
That's
You
the
know what I'm
foundation
saying?
right there.
That's it. And now, in the beginning, it's it. You know what I'm saying? There's me. It's it. There's my brother, my sister. It's it. You know what I'm saying? The people I could only name are the people who are still, who are relevant at this point now. It's it. You know what I'm saying? It's it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't speak about them because they no longer around. Like my man David, it's it. They used to come around and still curly hair, motherfucker, white boy looking motherfucker. It's
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Then he's not around.
Right.
It's it. And even if I walked in, I wouldn't even know that nigga today.
Yeah, you
It's
can't
it, you know
identify
what I'm
right
saying?
now,
So like the people that are around now,
Right.
it's it that I still have contact with. You know what I'm saying? Or that I can remember because you know. Back then, you know, everybody drank and did drugs and stuff like that, whether you like to admit it or not and shit, you know what I'm saying? They said the 80s was a great time and shit, you know what I'm saying, as far as I'm concerned. It's it, you know what I'm saying? It's it, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Look at me now.
Still here. Still here.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so with Frizz and them doing that, y'all moving up and doing y'all thing with the going for the clothes and you know getting other little stuff to get that, put that money in your pocket to make sure y'all got money while y'all looking fly.
Right.
You know that now which cruise? Like you said, the cruise y'all came up. What was the name of the cruise? Front Posse.
At that time, it said I think we were St. John's Posse at that time.
SJP.
I think we were St. John's Posse at that time.
You know.
We were St. John's because we were St. John's Posse. It said I think we were St. John's Posse first. It said before we became two Front Posse. It said because at this point it was a little bit more people involved. It said, you know what I'm saying?
So more than just St. John's.
Now, just to clarify, it said, you know what I'm saying? Like I was, you know what I'm saying? In the beginning, it said like I said, in like 81, 82, it said, you know what I'm saying? Like Big Boo, it said Frizz. It said, you know what I'm saying? Now Frizz got a whole bunch of people on his side. It said, you know what I'm saying? I can't pull up those pictures right now, but I'll probably post them on Facebook on a later time. It said, you know what I'm saying? Frizz, knowing Frizz, it said, you know what I'm saying? You know, Frizz got a big family. It said, you know what I'm saying? The Vances. It said, he got a big family.
Shout out to the Vances.
It said, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of them, it said, like Keita and them, you know what I'm saying? I knew them, I watched them when they were little.
Wow.
When they like this. When they used to make, you know what I'm saying? You know, you know, like they used to play in dirt and shit like that. It's it. And today they, you know, they beautiful. They have kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so forth. And I'm like, damn. It's it. You know what I'm saying? I watched them when they were like this dude. It's it. You know what I'm saying? I knew this dude since he was a little baby more. Not a baby, but it's it. He had no hair on his face. It's it. You know what I'm saying? He had no hair on his face. It said his brother and them. It said I knew a lot of these dudes when they were little. It said, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
But and sometimes it said, you know what I'm saying? I sit back and think it said, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I turn a lot of people into losers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because my way of showing people how to get money and shit, I was showing a whole bunch of broke motherfuckers how to get money. I was broke. It said, you know what I'm saying? And I learned something from my mother. It said, and these motherfuckers shouldn't have to look like that.
And you gave it out to the masses.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, look, you know what I'm saying? I know how to do this thing. It said, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get this money. It said, you know what I'm saying? We're going to live. It said, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't specifically like in that outline and said, you know what I'm saying? But like Renato, I met Renato downtown Brooklyn. It said Renato was a kid himself. It said, you know what I'm saying? And people don't, he's not in the headlines and nothing like that. It said you'll see him.
He be coming down here.
But you don't hear about him. It said when people talking about low life and stuff like that. And he's been down a lot longer than a lot of these dudes. It said, you know what I'm saying? And he put in work.
When did you realize that low lives was something special.
But see, no. See, you jumping. We ain't near there yet. He's still in Ralphie kids and all. We in that era, and we getting there because Low Lives ain't even get. He ain't even get to Low Lives. He's still the two with the. Now you said the Cruise.
Yeah, it was,
right.
Then as far as I can remember, it said, you know what I'm saying, there was stages. It said because now we getting more money.
Right.
It said so everybody is dressing up and shit. You know what I'm saying, and so forth. And we not paying for none of this shit with our own money and shit. Cause nobody got a job.
Right.
It said we all kids. It said, you know what I'm saying. Then it was then it became Ralphie's Kids. I think it was Ralphie's Kids after that. It said Ralphie's Kids had a longer run. It said, you know what I'm saying? Because now it said, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I became Ralphie's Kids, it said, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think anybody knows this information. It said, you know what I'm saying? It said, and I'm about to tell y'all where Ralphie's Kids came from.
Foundation of Ralphie's Kids.
I'm about to tell you who else. It wasn't just me. It said it was one other person. It said, you know what I'm saying? That was my best friend back then. It said, you know what I'm saying? When I started stealing low and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It was I gotta get into that portion of it first. When I started, I used to steal a lot of shit. I used to steal, you know what I'm saying, the fake wallabies and shit, the Alexander Gooses and shit, the Alexander, you know what I'm saying, bombers and shit like that, all that. It said Etonics from these little fucking like factory stores and shit like that. It said, you know what I'm saying, that got all this shit out and shit, you know what I'm saying. And then one day it said, you know what I'm saying, we discovered, it said a mall, it said in which was Garden State Plaza. It said and it was I forgot who was there. I think Boo was there with me. It said, you know, it said it was me and Boo. It said, you know what I'm saying, Boo used to hold my fucking money back in the days. It said, cause I was reckless with my money. Boo used to hold my fucking money. We'll get into that. You know what I'm saying? It said, but Boo used to be my motherfucking bank. It said, you know what I'm saying? It said, hurt the mother. It said, you know what I'm saying? But, what was I saying?
You said y'all found the mall?
We found the mall. It said Garden State Plaza. It said, and as soon as we get past, like, you know what I'm saying, the perfume area, it said, you know what I'm saying? It said the polo section right there. It said, you know what I'm saying? And we go in there, we go in. It said there's nobody in the section. It said there's nobody in the section, so we teared it down. It said we keep going outside. It said stashing the shit, coming back. It said,
killing them.
It said, you know, like, nigga, I went there when my mom smoked all my shit from to go do after doing the bed. It said that's exactly where I went back to
get everything back.
Get all my motherfuckers get my whole wardrobe back. It said, you know what I'm saying, because it was that sweet. Nigga, the fucking door. It said it's like literally from here to the front door.
And it was no alarm.
Not the second door. The first door that you reach is shit leaving from here. It said, you know what I'm saying? Literally. It said that we was going there dragging motherfucking garbage bags out of there at one point. It said, you know what I'm saying? That's how sweet this shit was. It said, you know what I'm saying? And we kept that shit on a hush for a minute. It said before we introduced that shit to anybody. Because you gotta have a spot for us to go to and wreck if we gonna tell you a spot for you to wreck. It said we not putting.
You can't give that up. Nah, you can't give the gold mine up.
Nah.
You ain't giving up those spots.
That's how let me tell you something.
Now you gonna hot that spot up.
Boom. It said was the motherfucking nigga. It said that was. You know, cause we was like again, we was always city nigga tearing up the city, going to Macy's, good Bloomingdale's, all these spots. It said we was getting it. Everybody was getting it. We shut down Bjorkman. It said when motherfuckers got hungry for low, it said, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers started getting hungry. It said, you know, niggas running through tracks to Bjorkman's exit. It said in the train station. It said, you know what I'm saying? Two tracks, hit the tracks on them. It said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, where the fuck you going? It said, you know what I'm saying? Come out and set you bunks somewhere. It said,
see you on the other side.
See you on the other side. They ain't take you on the track.
It said, fuck no. It said, once you jump on the tracks, it said, you know what I'm saying? You jump.
They go. We ain't going on the tracks. They crazy.
It said, but you know what I'm saying? When me and my nigga, it said, you know what I'm saying? We used to, you know, do a lot of boosted together and shit, you know what I'm saying? Solo shit, you know what I'm saying? Outside of me, outside of a group. Cause we all used to meet up. A lot of times we all used to meet up and shit in front of my building, and shit in the hallway of my building, and shit in Ralph building, and shit on the corner.
By the drugstore.
Yeah, by the drugstore, and shit on that corner, and shit. You know what I'm saying? We right there on the block, and shit. You know what I'm saying? Any given time you come on the block, it's something popping off on the block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and we used to walk around and shit, you know what I'm saying? And the nigga used to be like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we dressed like little rich white kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? And shit, and the nigga light skinned like you. And shit, just I think a shade darker and shit, you know what I'm saying? They used to be like, nigga, we dressed like little white kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? And said,
y'all related song.
Yeah, it said we Ralph Lauren's kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where the fucking name came from. It said, you know what I'm saying? That's where the name came from. It said, you know what I mean? We started penning that, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, we Ralphie's kids. It said, you know.
So y'all was walking through the mall and seen the polo and was like, yo, we gonna take
we was over. Yeah, oh yeah. It said when we came, when we was going to see what was already hitting. The fucking Macy's was like. Macy's was not that far from the entrance that we came in once we got off the bus. Boom. It's because you gotta cut across the parking lot when you go into the, you know what I'm saying, to the malls in New Jersey. You gotta cut across the parking lot, especially if the parking lot is outside. It's not inside. You gotta cut across the parking lot.
Right.
It's it. You know, you didn't come in a cab, you didn't come in your car. It's it. You know what I'm saying? You came on the bus. It's it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's it. You know what I'm saying? We used to walk around and shit. We was walking around boosting and shit like that. But now we looking for low. And shit, because now this shit look better than anything else we was fucking doing.
That's right.
We done went through the guest phase. We went through the Tommy Hilfiger phase and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Benetton
phase and shit. You know what I'm saying? We went through the Coca-Cola shit. You know what I'm saying?
Elite shit.
The all that. And shit. You know what I'm saying? Jerry G. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we was dragging. It said we was dragging motherfucking, we was dragging ski equipment bags out of fucking Hermes and shit. They closed now, closed down now. Hermes. Ski equipment bags and shit like this. To the song. It said, you know what I'm saying? I remember being with Dollar Bill. It said me, Dollar. It said and I forget who else was my brother. It said me, Dollar, my brother, and I forget who else was with us. It said, you know what I'm saying? He was a driver. It said he stole a fucking car from one of them rental car centers. It said, wow. He rolled the car out. It said on the opposite side. It said, you know what I'm saying? It said like this. But it rolled over. It rolled over. It said it just went out. It said, you know what I'm saying? We drove that shit to Connecticut, Herman. It said, stop right here. I told the niggas, do not move around the parking lot. When we first came off the first bag, it said the first set of bags, ski equipment bags like this. It said, you know what I'm saying? Loaded the truck. We going back in, son. The shit is sweet. We going back in. It said, hey, everybody come out. It said, me, Dollar, Hector. It said, we all come out. It said, when we come back out, this nigga, it said, don't move the car. It said, close. I'm like, son, it said, you can't move the fucking car. What the fuck are you doing? It said, you know what I'm saying? Chill. What the fuck are you doing? It said, so we dropped those bags off. It said in the trunk. It said, you know what I'm saying? And we breeze, go back inside. It said, you know what I'm saying?
And went back again.
We went back again. Everybody got two. It said, coming back out again. It said, my brother stayed back this time. It said, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like, nah. It said, y'all niggas is stupid. It said, I don't think y'all niggas should go. It said, y'all niggas is idiots. It said, we got enough shit, just chill. It said,
the voice of reason.
He's the voice of reason. But check it out. It said, my fucking greed saved my ass. Cause them niggas got caught. Wow. It said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I told the nigga, stop moving the car. This motherfucker decided now to move the car from the second parking spot up to the hill and sit in the same parking lot behind Herman's on the hill. It said, so I come out with the two equipment bags. I come out like this. I'm looking for the car. I look up. It said, I see all them niggas on the car. It said, the police. It said, right in front of them. It said, so I went back in. It said, got me another 2 bags. It said, you know what I'm saying? Me and Dollar. Got me another 2 bags. It said, and we breezed. It said, you know what I'm saying? Dollar went his way. I went my way. It said, you know what I'm saying? We both got home. I walked to this TP store and said, you know what I'm saying? Called the cab from there. It said, took the and took it to the train station and shit.
Jumped on the train.
And jumped on the train and went home.
Four bags full of shit.
Yeah. That's it, you know what I'm saying?
Kept moving the car. Where you moving the car for, man?
You know what I mean? Yo, my nigga, it's it. You know what I'm saying? That was just one of the me-eyes. It's it. You know what I'm saying? Out of town. But that nigga Boo set the pace for that out of town shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we was just local. You said with Boo was like, yo, son, that's it, you know what I'm saying? I found this spot, and shit. Nigga, how the fuck you find a spot? Where the fuck did you go? That's it, you know what I'm saying? You got Google Maps? You got Google Maps, nigga. That's it, you know what I'm saying? Where the fuck you find this motherfucking spot at? It's it. You got Google Maps. Motherfucker be like, come on, son, come on, I'm telling you. It's it. You know what I'm saying? We jump out like, come on, let's go. They said we jump on the fucking bus and said, saw it up, the motherfucking mall is there. They saw it up, the fucking mall is there. That's it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how the fuck?
And back then it was so sweet because it wasn't common for dudes to be doing things like that, so stores was more lax in the way they did things.
The security was so fucking, yo, Macy's didn't used to have people at the door, son. Macy's didn't used to have people at the door. We made them motherfuckers start having deterrents at the door. That's it. Because it used to be Macy's. They never had them red jacket dudes at the door, son. You never would have seen no red jackets at the door, son. Back in the days, you would have never seen them. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You
had later on it came around.
You had D's. You had D's. You know what I'm saying? Once it start getting popping, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers start, yo, hold a minute. It said we gotta fucking get security.
Missing merchandise.
Missing merchandise.
Boys is killing us.
Motherfuckers
account coming up short every month.
Motherfuckers is back. Bags and sit out.
Inventory,
you know what I'm saying? But I think that nigga Boo was a fucking ghost, son. I think that nigga Boo was a fucking ghost. It's it.
Big ass twin tower.
Big as that nigga is, son, that nigga never got caught, son. That nigga never got caught. We all got caught. He was with us. He was with us. They said we broke into KB Toy Hobby. They said, wow. This was back in the days of King's Plaza. They said, you know what I'm saying? When we used to steal Smurfs and shit like that. They said, so King's Plaza is closed. They said, but one of the doors is open. I guess that's to let out the people for the movies and shit.
It was your first official show when you actually got in front of other people other than your peoples and rocked the crowd?
Oh, my first official show was 1997.
Okay.
My first show that I ever performed came out in 20 fucking magazines.
That was it?
Wow. Nah, you was locked up.
I ain't making it home yet.
It was the Lyricist Lounge show. Danny Castro had approached me. I went to a demo playing session in ASCAP in Manhattan.
Okay.
So I was approached by Danny Castro after they played my demo, and the crowd went crazy in the audience. So he came to me and was like, yo, can you perform? You know, I was still nobody.
Right.
I was like, yeah, I never performed in my life.
Okay.
So he was like, yo, I want you to come perform. Yo, word to mouth, I went down that day.